message from a hospital queue telling me that she is scared of a regular VI test that checks to see if there's any cancer in her body. I don't know what to tell her, which makes me feel bad because she always knows what to tell me whenever I'm feeling scared. And if my mother is scared, then I am terrified. Because my mother is the strongest woman I know. She does not cower, does not bend her back underneath low-hanging branches. She says that she has a tree trunk of a neck, and iron has always sharpened iron, so my mother has always fought her demons bark to bark, but the medical examination was proving to be more axe than her bark was willing to go up against, and she was terrified of the nurse's scopulum that would enter her body like a coroner's scalpel to take a sample from her womb to see if the cancer has not yet made a nursery out of her body, because that's what happens when we get older. Our bodies turn into out-of-use fields that begin to grow weeds, and my mother's body has begun to grow two weeds. She calls Crystal and Sparkles whenever they give her trouble. She says that they are playing, and I am praying that God take away this pain from her hands. But whenever my mother is in pain, she steps a smile onto it like a Band-Aid, and we call it strength. We call it healing. This is the first time that I've seen my mother shake, and I'm realizing that I have done an incredibly good job of seeing her as superwoman. I have forgotten that she is human. I have forgotten that she has feelings. I realize now that my mom galvanizes herself in something shiny just so I don't see the paint chip off of her body. That my mother's smile is a miracle. It's proof that you can't do anything through Christ, because I have seen her build a fire from nothing that is big enough to warm the whole family, and we still go back asking for more heat, never realizing that she is burning herself. She is committing arsenal on her own body, because motherhood is both a sacrifice and a betrayal. Because even if parts of her float off into space, my mom still chooses to be the gravity inside of our home. My mother is the strongest woman I know. So of course, I don't have anything to tell her. But after a while, I managed to text back, "You'll be fine. You're a big girl." I don't know what I would have said if I had the chance to change that, but I know I was asking her to be superwoman again because it is easier. Now, all I can think of is how unfair it was for me to demand a survivor of my mother, to expect her to resurrect a fighter from her pain, to fight for both her fear and mine.